Ireland Radio.
And this is Around the Northwest. Now let's go to Moville, because there's a big marquee sale on in Moville, and it's at Bredin's, because they're based at, Cooley, Moville, and also in Bridgend. But the big marquee sale is in Moville, and our sales manager Sean Quinn is there as well. Sean, if last year's anything to go by, then it will be busy there at the moment.
Good afternoon, John. Yeah, you're 100% correct. It's a busy spot, but I can see why. When I landed here, I had a quick look around. It's actually bigger than it looks, but the value is quite incredible. What they have for the weekend. So it's a warehouse and marquee. It's outside, and right across home furnishings, they really have some amazing offers. But there's probably a better man that can talk to you all about what offers they have. And I'll introduce you to Paul, who is the owner of Bredin's Furniture here.
Thanks very much, Phil. Hiya, Paul. We were up there last year. We did a show from there last year, and it was a hive of activity. It was really, really busy, and I suppose very striking that you have the big marquee, or you had last year. So I imagine it's a similar setup this year.
Yes, that's right, John. Hard to believe we're back here a year later again, so we're doing it all over again. No, definitely, we kind of learned from a few mistakes last year as well. We keep running out of stuff because it's obviously, very, very, very busy. It's actually been busier this year. Bit of a crazy morning, so it was. So we're kind of running around to try and refresh stock as all the stuff gets taken away.
Well, I suppose it's a problem, but it's a good problem to have. In that, and nobody wants to walk into a sale and realize that everything's gone. So it's if there's bargains to be had, it's important that those bargains are replaced.
Yeah, 100%. No, we're lucky enough to have plenty enough stuff here to kind of replace it with. It's just you were kind of that busy getting around people. It's kind of hard to get out. But no, we're doing a good enough job of trying to get it stocked up again. So we are. But we've still 2 more days to go. We've tomorrow 10 to 5, and we've got Sunday as well. We don't normally open on Sundays, but we do for this event. So we do. So we're open 12 to 5 again on Sunday. So constantly stocking it up over the weekend. But no, it's great to see so many people come out, especially with the weather. Like I thought, it's been so miserable out there today. I thought we weren't going to see too many people.
It's lovely here. What are you talking about?
Well,
the sun's not shining this year. It was beautiful last year, but it's not so nice this year.
It was glorious last year. I remember it well. And I suppose today there'll be less people likely to head off to the beach, so more time for a bit of shopping.
Well, that's it. We've also the advantage of Donegal were playing the weekend last year too, so they're still not playing this weekend, so it's allowing a lot more people to be freed up and come out. And when you've not much else to do in that weather, so why not come out and have a look if nothing else?
You have 2 locations because you're in Bridgend as well, so there's bargains to be had there as well this weekend.
Yeah, that's right. So obviously we don't have the marquee up there. We just don't have the space, unfortunately. But Carmel's up there, so she'll look after you up there. She's got the same offers throughout the store there, because a lot of people think it was just don't get me wrong, the best offers are in the marquee. There's a lot of stuff we're just clearing off, but we've tried to be as good as we can in the shop as well, because not every item in the marquee will suit everybody. So we've tried to go throughout as I was saying yesterday when I was on, I was just saying that I'm a believer, if you're going to do a sale, do it right. My wife's very much of that point of view too, so she'll keep me to task. So she's kind of like, listen, don't do any half-baked sales here now. If you're going to do it right. Like, so I definitely kept that in mind when I'm going around and pricing stuff. And just look, if you come down, I don't want people to be coming down and kind of going, sure, there's only a wee bit off that. You try your best and just try and take as much off. I'm somebody who likes a bargain myself, so there's no point in not doing it right.
I can vouch for that one, John. I can definitely vouch. I'm looking across here and I can see a suite of furniture which is reduced from €1,500 to €1,099. That's good value.
Okay, absolutely. Well, if there's plenty of bargains like that, then it'll be worth checking out. You mentioned your wife there, Paul. It really is a family business because I think your son's involved as well, and it was your dad, your mum and dad that started the business way back in the early 80s.
Yeah, that's right. October 82, so it was. I think it was the 29th or something like that, or 30th, just before Halloween. Yeah, so my mother retired years ago. My father retired, I think it was December 2017. And my son, who just turned 21, he's involved in the business too. He's on here selling and sometimes puts out in deliveries. And kind of pull everybody in for this weekend just because it's busy. So my wife's on helping out as well. She doesn't normally work in the business, but she would be in helping out with, setting out displays and just giving good general ideas, for design and how to display stuff.
Well, that's key, isn't it? And I know that you have the marquee there for this weekend for extra capacity, but the store is huge when you get in and get walking through it. But how you display all that furniture is just fine, having all the sofas and the beds and the dining room furniture and all the rest of it. But it's how you display it as well. It makes a difference.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying yesterday there on when I was on the radio with you yesterday. I was just saying one advantage that we do have is, I suppose, because we're not in your Letterkenny's or your Derrys or your maybe even Buncrana, like, do you know what I mean? You have the space here, like you have a lot of parking, although the parking's definitely been tested today, so it is. But we do have a lot of parking spaces. You have the space to make your shop bigger, whereas maybe if you're in a big town or even a small town, you might be more restricted. So we're lucky that we have the space, but it's the kind of thing that you could always do with more. But I mean, I'm I'm going to be happy with what I have. You know, you just have to try and make it work, and that's one of the reasons for the sale today. You know, we're moving on old stock, to make way for new stock. So we don't, you could probably add half the size on again if you want to display everything. You just can't really do that. I don't know if it would be wise, but so you just have to move on some of the stuff just to make way for new stuff.
What furniture store ever has enough room? Because I
Yeah.
suppose it's because of the nature of what you're selling. It's big and it's bulky.
Yeah, it takes up space exactly.
All right, it's a pretty hot ticket at the moment, sofas, because a lot of talk this week about sofas even here at Highlands. So Sean, if you see a good bargain, somebody without mentioning any names, it could be in the market.
Yeah, absolutely, John.
Right.
Yeah. We know the story on that one.
Yeah.
My lovely big dog. So I'll be looking very closely here. Yep.
Right.
But that, in fairness, now, joking aside, there is incredible value. If you are in the car, if you want to come out and you are looking, this is the place to come this weekend. There's plenty space, as Paul said, for parking. And I think you'd be disappointed if you didn't walk out of here with something, because there is something for everybody.
Right. Paul, listen, the best of luck with it. I know that it's on all day today, and then tomorrow 10 to 5, and also on Sunday, a rare Sunday opening from 12 until 5. Best of luck. Keep the head down.
Thanks a million, John. Thanks for having me on.